Hi everyone, Joella May here. I just finished showing my amazing friend the video I just made, part 1. This is part 2, and we'll have part 3 when I get home. But we're having some reflections on my first video, so I wanted to record what she had to say to me for you.
I noticed that one of the things that you said was about educating uh, people so that they would understand the impact of drugs and what they can do. But I think also that society ignores the reason why people seek out drugs in the first place. There seems to be a self medication component to using the drugs. If there's a self medication, then why? What is it? What are they medicating? And I don't think we speak to that. I think that's unfair to put it on the schools because the schools are trying to do everything. But somewhere along the line, children aren't taught that if they don't feel normal, if they're unhappy, and they're looking for a way to be happy, drugs is not the way to do it. It's not going to help them get where they want to go. Not illegal drugs or not the use of drugs for the purpose of um, entertainment. And I think that's what's happening. We're trying to help ourselves, medicate ourselves in an unhealthy way. And the choice we're using can kill us because we don't always know how much we've had in some cases or what it's cut with or what we're adding to it, and the body gets overloaded. I've had experience with that, not in myself personally, but with someone close to me, which was, and this is happening a lot. A lot of the overdoses that happen are not intentional. They're accidental, and they're happening to young people who no longer have a chance now to make a change. The change in their life has been taken away by the overdose because they're dead. They're gone. So where can we start? And I think perhaps starting at why do you want to feel nothing? Why are you taking drugs so that you don't feel anything? What is so horrible in your life or so horrible in your head that you're trying to medicate it? And we're not attending to it in a way that I would like to see. I don't think there's enough mental health help for the very, very mentally ill. I don't think there's enough facilities. I think in some cases people go into a facility for 4 days, perhaps at the most, and that's not going to change your life. No. And it's just a revolving door. They're going in and they're going out. And again, I state that starting at the beginning, why you feel the need to medicate yourself to that point. Maybe if it's addressed, we can get a handle on this. But it's not just this country, it's all over the world. So there's a lot of depression. And if you break that apart, you can come up with so many reasons, so many things that depress us. And it's just a very, very deep hole. I personally don't know. I have some ideas, but I don't have the answer.
I don't think any of us have
No.
the answer.
No, I don't think so either. And I think a lot of people have some good ideas. But if you get down to it, it comes to money too. You have people making money selling the drugs, bringing them in. They're they're going to guard that. You have politicians and people who are in charge of how our money or tax money is spent, and they make the decision whether or not that goes to mental health. So money can generate either a solution or make the problem worse, depending on which side of the fence you're on. So I've seen quite a lot in my life, and I don't know. I hate to see this happening to generations after generations, and I hate that it happened to you. That you had a friend that this death occurred in such a unnecessary way. Such an unnecessary way. In the possibility of having fun. There's no fun in this anymore. And that's quite a shame. That's my perspective.
I appreciate you immensely, and thank you so much for sharing.
Well, I admire that you're willing to share your journey to health with others. That's a very strong thing to do. Very strong. A lot of people won't share it even with a professional, but you're willing to share it with the world, which is going to do you good, hopefully others as well. It's amazing to me that, and I've known you quite a long while, and so I see this action of yours. You take action, and you take responsibility for your feelings, and you determine that you need to do something about it, and you take control.
Thank you.
If that's a remarkable thing to do.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Aww.
I am. I'm very proud of you.
I love you. I appreciate you. I'm immensely proud of you.
Oh, bless your heart.
You have been through the world and back. I hope one day I can interview you and you tell your story.
Well, there's a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
At my age. There's quite a lot of it going on.
Mm-hmm.
But the hills have taught me strength, and I don't mind telling my story if it helps anybody.
Oh, it definitely will. It helps me every day.
Oh, you're mighty kind to say that. No, I'm just an old lady ready to share her experiences, which I wasn't always an old lady, by the way. So some of those experiences were pretty interesting.
Definitely at that.
And I look back on them and I laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was a kid once too.
Yeah.
And I also suffer from depression, so I can identify with whatever you're saying. And goodness, I guess I would say, I don't want to guess at the percentage of people that are depressed in this world, or in this country, or in this town.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be pretty high.
I'm sure everybody goes through it at some point in their life.
I think so. And then some are just simply destined from birth.
Yeah.
And that, I would say, is my category.
Mm-hmm.
It's hereditary, and I got a load.
Mm-hmm.
I got my portion, believe me.
Yeah, I go deep into that in one of my videos later on in life. How we repeat our bloodline until we're
Mhm.
able to break the cycle.
And that's really important because you're passing it on,
Mhm.
and that hard part is trying to break it in someone else. You can really only be responsible for yourself.
Mhm.
If you can break the cycle of depression in yourself, it doesn't mean you can break it in the people you've passed it on to. You can try. You can try. But that ultimately is up to them.
Definitely.
Not every single person has to do the work themselves.
Yep.
Acknowledgement is first,
Definite. Mhm. I agree with that.
and then self permission to change is the next part.
Definitely.
It's not easy.
No, it never is.
Mm-mm.
No. 'Cause making that decision and standing up for yourself sometimes is the hardest thing for any one person to do.
And some people will never get past that.
Mm.
But again, if that is a part of your nature, and you're trying to self-medicate, and you have no control over the medication you're using, such as illegal drugs. I mean, you're not taking it under a doctor's supervision. You're not in control. You're at a party and you lose control, and you're dead later. You know, there's too much of that.
Yes.
But I think it starts with not being happy with yourself, because you're trying to numb the depression.
Well, there's an adrenaline rush that goes into being at a party and being with a group of people
But
too. It's not just always the peer pressure.
No, yeah,
And that's something that people need to understand and be able to differentiate with. And and just having a little education before they go out to a party to know what, where, how, when, and who these things that they use come from, and be prepared to what they can do. Carry an EpiPen with you, carry Narcan with you, all these different things, Carry your first aid kit with you. If you're going to risk your life, have something there to save your life in the chance of the event that you are taking that chance. It's just like Russian roulette. Do you really want to sit there with the gun to your head? Or do you want to have a little bit of a chance of preparation?
you mentioned the adrenaline. It's the high they're looking for,
Mm-hmm.
because depression is a low.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a low spot. You're in everything looks dark. It's the high they're looking for,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get too much of that.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Well, we've run over 30 minutes here, so I am going to end this video. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you more when I get home. Have a beautiful, blessed day.